Hey friends, not Link here, and I snuck back into Big Paintball 2. It was another late night, 11 p.m., and I was about to sleep. Big Paintball 2 was online! After debating whether or not getting out of bed was worth it, I decided to record. This is what I saw. Upon joining, I was offered the choice between 3 weapons. Not gonna lie, this reminded me heavily of Pet Simulator, where you choose between a cat, dog, or bunny. Maybe Big Paintball X isn't just a meme. Despite knowing the minigun was best from previous sessions, I had a brain lapse and chose the rifle. Thankfully, that selection didn't matter because I was given 3 guns anyway. After checking if the crates and streaks worked yet, which they did not, I took a look at the beautifully written descriptions, and I noticed that the sniper now has a kill effect icon. So I selected the sniper and set off on a mission to view the kill effect. When I joined in, I saw a brand new map. Similar to the previous one I saw, it was green with gray structures and seemingly still under development. But this one had a lot more to offer and a very interesting play space, including a pond! After a very brief swim, I set back out on my journey to see the effect, discovering all the new ramps and platforms along the way. I found my new sniping perch, far enough away from the other spawn, but close enough to see a large portion of the map. I turned to gaze upon the map, only to discover Gavin, the developer. He had not seen me yet, and so I knew it was my time to take my shot. Bang! Hit! But no kill effect? I knew I had to try again, but since the map had so many cool details, I decided to check some of them out. I climbed on the nearest building and waited for my next opportunity before I fell off the roof. So I climbed up the stairs and set my sights on a new target. After a very poor shot, I was tagged, which was probably a blessing in disguise because I really don't like snipers. So I grabbed the rifle and set off again. Then, out of the corner of my eye, I saw who just tagged me. They had made their way to our base. Hungry for revenge, I followed close behind, snuck through the building, expecting to catch them off guard, but they dodged me. We did a quick shuffle back and forth until ultimately I took my revenge through the doorway. Finally, after a quick server restart, I came to my senses and equipped the minigun. I ran over to the enemy base and attempted my first go at a spawn camp on the new map. For a while, it went pretty well, and I stayed alive, even if the newly added spawn protect did prevent my score from rising too quickly. When I ultimately got tagged, I ran over to the pond to take a nice, relaxing swim. Well, slide. Minecraft boat glitch and Big Paintball, anyone? When I saw my enemies off in the distance, I remembered something. I wanted to try and see the sniper kill effect. So I equipped it, did some hardcore parkour, and died. We go again. Still, seemingly no effect. Well, it may not be added in, but we now know that kill effects are going to be in this game too. And with the quality increase of the game, I can only imagine how cool the kill effects are gonna be. It was at this moment that I noticed the leaderboard. It was massive. The server could now hold up to 32 players. If this is a permanent feature, I can only imagine how chaotic and how entertaining it will be to play. Thinking I'd seen most of what the new features had to offer, it was time to start focusing on getting tags. Tag after crate after tag! I was now back on the other side to start camping again. For a whole 5 seconds. But that didn't stop me. I jumped right back into the... Really? Really? This is still a thing? On the bright side, it seems all of your teammates now have an icon above their head to better distinguish them from the enemy. The leaderboard was continuing to expand when I discovered something rather particular. Sliding up ramps seemed to be pretty easy and actually quite fun. I tried again and went even faster. I thought to myself, if I can slide up the ramp this fast, surely sliding down a ramp will be even faster. So I ran up the biggest ramp I could find and... What? What was that? Surely not. I ran back up, prepared for another slide, and... Seriously? You can slide up ramps, but not down? Gravity? Who's that? Never heard of him. Well, hopefully gravity doesn't affect drones. Since I have enough for one in my inventory, I tried to spawn it. Unfortunately, all I ended up doing was crouching. Not a drone sound to be heard. As I was continuing to vibe, I noticed a small gathering forming. Confused, I turned around to see the one, the only Preston, creator of the popular game Pet Simulator. Look at everyone fawning all around him, begging for pets, acting like he's some big shot. Meanwhile, Gavin, the star of the show, the biggest man on the block, the top dog, the bee's knees, is chilling out all alone.
Ridiculous! Utterly ridiculous!
Preston, if you're watching, I'm totally kidding. You're cool too, okay? Just, maybe not as cool as Gavin. Enraged, I knew I needed to avenge Gavin for this slander. I went forward and started going wild. Pop, pop, pop. Tag, tag, tag. This was not good enough for me. I knew that this wouldn't be enough. In order to properly show my appreciation for the one and only true developer, I needed to get first place. I patiently waited until the round was over, laying low so they didn't know what was coming. After a quick tag from the void,
it was time.
I grabbed my minigun and set out on an epic journey, but it didn't seem to be going so well. Other people already had 5 kills and I didn't have a single one. But my determination is stronger than anything, so I did what I do best. My underdog arc had begun. A quick jump into first place. Now we just gotta make that last. The round continued to be tight, in joint first with 3 other players, but then I noticed a new strategy. Hiding in the pond? This ought to be fun. I made my way over to their base, dodging and weaving oncoming enemies, then started to set up my spawn camp in the pond, which went surprisingly well. Until a duck tagged me. Kinda ironic. But we must push forward. The round is not over yet. But then I was swarmed. How could I possibly escape this? Carefully, I managed to survive. And just when I thought the coast was clear, I was swarmed again. Breathe. Channel your inner rage. Remember what your goal is. I now had a huge lead, but unfortunately that didn't last long. This weird circle guy from Lost in Space or something decided it was his time to shine. Slowly, their numbers began to rise. They were gaining on me, point by point by point by point. I began to panic. With only 2 minutes left in the round, I had to be super careful not to let him catch up. Otherwise, all of my hard work would be for nothing, and I would never avenge Gavin. Thankfully, I've been in this position before, and I knew exactly what to do. Three, 2, 1. The round is over, and I had done it! It's a shame Gavin was no longer online to see it.